Hey y'all, I know I haven't been on here in a long time, but today we're just gonna be retwisting my hair. I washed it a couple days ago and it's time for the retwist. So I'm just gonna separate it off really quickly while I just talk to you guys. Give you updates and things like that. So first off, I still have my business, Crown Boutique, and I made it an LLC. Yes. I definitely did not have anybody else help me make it, purchase it, fill it out, all that good stuff. Why? Because YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that resources is out here that help me with filling it out. So it's pretty self-explanatory. And first, I hope you guys do know that you have to go on the IRS website. I ended up receiving my EIN number, and that's free, you guys. The LLC is $400 and some for Nevada, and then the EIN number is free. So I ended up getting my LLC, my EIN, and then I just started to search up how people started building business credit. Now there's so many different people online saying so many different things, and it is confusing because some of these credit places, they don't disclose how all this goes about, and obviously why would they, you know? So with that being said, I just did again, you do as much research as you can, and it's really trial and error. If you're trying to do this by yourself, like how I did, I'm really trying to go as much as I can without having to have help or assistance, because at the end of the day, like when it comes to April something and we have to do taxes, I'll go ahead and find somebody that's willing to help me out the right way and tell me how to go about everything in that nature. But if I can go as long as I possibly can without asking for help, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And there's multiple people on YouTube that shows you how to. It really takes time, like doing research. Like I did damn near a year of research, and that's the time period where I wasn't even posting about my business and promoting my products and things like that, because at the end of the day, it took so much time out of my day. When I first started my business, I was not focused on the longevity, you would per se. I was really just focusing on like, okay, I got a business, it's time to get started posting, promoting, selling, and then we'll figure out everything along the way. But it really was hard. I had my funds connected to my personal account. That's very difficult to do. It's very time consuming because I'm always touching my funds and they're always getting mixed up together. You don't know how much you done spent out of what. So that also goes into my research on having to have separate accounts for your business, because you never want to do that, you guys. Never. It's not cool. It's not safe. And then when it comes to having your EIN number and during tax time, it's not going to be easy for your funds to be monitored if you have your funds mixed with your personal stuff, you know? So at the end of the day, I I ended up starting my debit cards through Relay, and Relay is a website. It's not an actual bank like they have an actual bank that you can walk into. Obviously, it's an online banking system that I definitely trust. They've been open for a while now. They have very good reviews, and the way their website is set up, I just love it. Like, whenever you purchase something, they're gonna have the purchased company name next to your purchase, the price, categories, and things like that. So when it comes to tax time, you have this information in hand with you. So it comes in handy. So again, with that being said, that is something that helped me out. I know I'm all over the place, but please bear with me. I'm gonna try to get everything. Oops. I'm gonna try to go over everything that I did very thoroughly. I got the business bank account because when these things are gonna be taking their money out monthly, I don't want it to take out of my personal funds bank account, because this is going to be very not legit when it comes to tax time. Again, you want everything to be aligned, everything to be nice and neat, so it's easier for you to see it. Just in case, like, for example, when it comes to tax time, I might want to go through TurboTax. Yes, they're going to be taking my money, but rather than me using somebody else to do it, maybe they're going to be using TurboTax. 2 people are going to be taking my money. You see that? Nah, I don't got time for that. So I'm going to be probably using TurboTax, and I can definitely let you guys know what I do, because everything's a trial and error, you guys. Nothing's gonna be easy. Nothing's gonna be handed to you. Obviously, nothing's being handed to me. I'm still learning. It's taken me a while, but at the end of the day, I respect the way I'm going about this, because at the end of the day, like, I am not made out of money. So I definitely do not have the funds to just keep giving out to people. And yes, they're helping and they're getting my business in order and things of that nature. But again, not made out of money. I'm trying to focus on making money, not losing money. So I then started figuring out what other things I needed to build my business credit. Now, everybody on YouTube talks about net 30 accounts. And some people say net 30 accounts aren't helpful because it won't help you get large loans when it comes to big loans. Like when you want to go to an actual bank and ask them to fund you a couple thousand, like, they say that that's not going to help when it comes to that. And as they're probably right, the thing is that when it comes to you doing your own research and you looking at other people talk about how they went about their journey and their steps and things like that, they're not also thinking about the fact that net 30 accounts are a startup. It's not a continuous situation that we're finna just sit here and say, oh, well, since this is helping me build business credit, after I just earned a few points on my credit score, I'm finna go apply at Bank of America for a business credit card to give me $50,000. No, obviously, and you shouldn't think that either, because come on now, you got to be realistic. So one account that I use to help me build my business credit and track my business credit is nav.com. So Nav, they are a program like, for example, what am I trying to say? Like Experian or Credit Karma, whatever else they got out there. They're like that, and they show you your business credit score. You do have to pay. I pay $50 a month for it to report and for it to boost and for it to show me my credit score, my business credit score. They also show business credit score. So obviously you get those perks when you pay. Again, not saying we're rich out here. So I know all this is coming to an expense that you have to think about monthly in your funds that you're already paying when you're in your day-to-day life expenses. So obviously, please go ahead and do your absolute best at funding your funds ahead of time so you don't have this problem when it comes to one month you can't pay something. So be prepared for that. I love Nav. So far, I only paid one payment. Like I said, I've started in January and it's March 30th, so I don't have a lot of, what do you want to say, practice with this. I'm just telling you what I did and what I'm noticing, and an up-to-date summary, because we need up-to-date videos all the time on things like that to help everybody. So now the next thing that I have is the Net 30 accounts, which is Quill and Uline. They are Net 30 accounts, and not sure which ones report to which yet because I'm doing my hair. So this is just a quick little, if you guys want me to go really deep and thorough, just comment down below and I definitely will give you screenshots and everything. So just let me know. But I have Quill and Uline, and they report to certain credit bureaus. And what day was it? Like the middle of March sometime, I checked my business credit score, and Uline had ended up reporting to one of my credit bureaus, which is Experian. So I do know. Uline reports to Experian. So they reported to Experian, right? And documented and everything. And the way this works is Uline, you have to basically purchase at least $100 before taxes, okay, before, and it will report, it will give you a invoice that says invoice me for 30 days, meaning that you have 30 days to pay this off. So with that being said, I had my invoice like a few days after the purchase, and then I paid it off a few days after I received the invoice. And you should always, don't wait until the end of the 30 day. I wouldn't do that, because again, we're trying to build business credit. We're not trying to just fudge over the system, you know, because that's not gonna help nobody. And we shouldn't be doing that in the first place. So with that being said, I bought, what did I buy from Uline? Y'all, I don't even remember. I think it's a rolling rack. I have a rolling rack in that closet behind me. Can't see it. But I bought a rolling rack, and I bought a, dang, I do not remember what I bought. It's okay. I bought a rolling rack and something else, and the price came out to $100 and something, $120 some dollars. And it's a shelf where I could put my papers and documents and things like that. And then I bought some, actually no, that's Quill. Never mind, y'all. So I just bought the rolling rack and something else from Uline, and I paid it. After I paid it, it reported on, like, I checked my credit score March 13th, and it ended up reporting. Guess what? It gave me 31 points on Experian. Now, I know you're thinking, like, 31 points? That ain't nothing. But, again, if you know anything about business credit, the business credit score on Experian only goes up to 100. That's the max. So how many times would it take for me to purchase something to get what I need, right? So let's do some math. So if there's 100 on Experian, right? And divide that by 31. If I do at least 4 months of purchasing something from Uline, I'm gonna have a 100 point score on Experian. And then boom, there you go. Then I'll be able to probably have the opportunity to, not probably, I will, let me speak that into existence, I will have the opportunity to apply for other business stuff. So I don't have to always PG, and PG is personal guarantee, meaning that I'm using my social security number to basically be a co-signer and say that if anything was to fail, I'm going to be responsible for it. And who wants to do that? Nobody. So that means that you would have to work on your credit score, your business credit score to be able to do that. Now, I'm not saying you're never going to have to PG. I'm not saying that, because doing my research, sadly, I learned that as much as I did not want to PG, sooner or later, I'm going to have to PG. And I know that because certain businesses, like the big bank loans, they want you to PG, especially if you ain't been in business for so long. You don't have a lot of revenue. Like, it's not gonna be what you want it to be. So at the end of the day, I am trying to work on my personal credit score and my business at the same time. It's not easy, you guys, but being very hopeful, wishful thinking, praying to the Most High, and being on top of my stuff, I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be A-okay, because again, I paid nobody, and I'm where I'm at right now. You see? So I paid for courses, like business courses, but other than that, I don't have no mentor. I don't have no coach, no life coach, none of that. So at the end of the day, I'm doing as much as I can, the best that I can with what I got. And I want you guys to be like that too. I'm not saying it's easy. If you got the money, do it. Go ahead and ask somebody to help you out. If you got the money, do it. Okay? Relieves the stress off of you. Maybe you can get it done faster than I would. But at the end of the day, and y'all might be like, why aren't you palm rolling it? My hands is not coordinated enough to palm roll, and I don't know how y'all be doing it, but I just can't do it. I just can't. Anyways, off topic, but yeah, so I have that, and as I said, I do have Quill as well, but the way Quill is set up, you have to make one purchase. I believe it's more than $50, but I did 100 just to be on the safe side because, like I said before, these companies, they don't disclose how they go about doing this. You probably have to call. I didn't call. Probably should call, but I did not call. I just ordered something that was $100 so I can see if they would be able to do the Net 30 account for me. And they did. So how you know if they're allow you is when you are at checkout and you got your items in the cart and you push invoice me and they give you that option, then that it worked. So that's the way that worked, and they that's how I did it, and I was able to get the items that I wanted for $100 before taxes, you guys, before taxes. So I did that, and then after I did that with the before taxes situation, is for Quill, you have to purchase something, invoice you, and it takes about 3 purchases in order for them to report. I'm on my current second purchase with I'm on my second purchase on Quill. So the first thing I bought, my $100 order, paid it off. They did not report. When you Google how do they report, it says you have to purchase your one order, and then after the second order, it takes about 90 to 120 days for them to report. And I, again, never called, so I'm not sure if this is true, updated, because they do not have this information on their website. So I purchased my second order, and we're gonna see. So we got 90 days from, I didn't get the invoice yet. I just purchased my items. I bought this printer right here, and what else? I think that's it. I think just a printer. No, printer and some ink. That was $100. Yes. And they allow me to invoice me, and we're gonna wait 90 days from when I pay. I might be paying on like the second week of April. I'll pay, and then after the second week of April, like when would that be? That's like, let's say the 10th. That's Monday, April the 10th. July 31st, I should see Quill report to wherever they report to. Again, I don't remember where they report to. I also have a Dun & Bradstreet number. That is where you get to see your Paydex score. That is another form of a credit bureau other than Experian and I don't want to say TransUnion, I'm wrong. I believe it's TransUnion though. So it's Experian, it's Dun & Bradstreet, and your TransUnion. So with that all reporting, I have nothing yet reporting to Dun & Bradstreet. I believe Quill reports to Dun & Bradstreet, but again, don't get me to fit in, because this is an experimental documentation. This is not nothing that I know, because everybody says differently. I hear that Quill no longer reports and things like that. So, and that's the strange thing. How would they not report? If they don't report no more, why are they having people invoiced them? Like, why are you giving me 30 days to pay you off if you're not reporting? You know, that doesn't make any sense to me. But again, I don't know these things. I should call, but I haven't. So I don't know these things. Anyways, other than that, just those three: Nav, Uline, and Quill. There are other net 30s out here, but they have these things where you have to pay an annual fee, application fee. Then you have to pay at least $75 or $100 on the order. Then they will report. Again, I'm not made out of money. So I'm doing everything at the speed of my pace that I have my funds. I live in my own apartment. So I'm doing everything by myself, for myself. So this is going to take me longer than it would take other people. So if y'all really willing to stick with it and see how long this is going to take, stick with it then. Because it's going to take a minute. It's definitely going to take a minute. But I'm ready for it to take a minute, you know? I'm definitely ready. I did everything as much as I could by myself. Because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy being the only person that's funding for your business. It's not easy to be the only one that's helping out with your business, marketing, photographer, the whole nine. Whatever you need for your business, it's not easy doing all the hats. So for me to want to do this by myself, I give myself props. Okay, so I have not checked my credit score in a few days, my business credit score. So I'm not going to tell you guys my personal credit score because I don't think that's any obviousness. But it's in the 600s. But still, like I said, I'm still working on it. 600s is not, it's not the best. And it might be better than some people's, but it's not the best in this government's eyes. So the same game that they want to play, I have to learn that game. So, and having a 600 credit score is not the way they want you to play. So I definitely am still working on it to get it where it needs to be. What else I've learned is having a 600 credit score, having a 700 credit score is not always the only thing that you need, you know? You got delinquencies, you got all that stuff. That might be a problem as well. And as sad as that may have hurt you, I'm so sorry. It hurt me too. But yeah, I'm gonna work on removing things off of my personal credit score as well, because that could also be hindering my situation as well when it comes to wanting to apply for business credit later on down the line, because I definitely want to get other net 30 accounts when I have the opportunity to. I definitely want to PG something later on down the road. Not everything is going to be PG though, because I don't need nothing reporting. I don't need a lot of things reporting to my business credit score that has nothing to do with my let me restart because I don't know what I said. I don't need a lot of things reporting to my personal credit score that is associated with my business, because I don't know where my business is gonna go later on down the line here. So that's my situation with that. That's really it. Like I said, any questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have, please go ahead and comment that down below, because at the end of the day, you know, the information is juicy, especially when somebody's giving it to you for free. And I'm not gonna be asking nobody to pay if I don't know all my stuff, you know? So that's how I think. If I don't know half the stuff that I really need to know, I'm not going to be asking y'all to pay me, okay? Because it really is just a gimmick out here, and we're all not doing well, okay? We're all not where we want to be. We all want to continue to grow. We all want to do better. We all want to thrive every year of our life. So if starting a business or starting business credit is something that you're interested in learning, please subscribe, follow, like, comment, and subscribe. I am not going to hold up you guys' time any longer because this video is already long, and y'all already see that this is not going to take me no 1 hour. Just that part took a little bit of an hour, you know? So, okay. Bye, y'all.